How can Haki be tied into a knot is a question I keep seeing after the latest One Piece episode, but what if I told you we've seen knots imbued with power before, and those knots actually explain way more about One Piece's lore than you could ever imagine. The first time we see a knot imbued with power is when Nami gets sent by Kuma to the Weather Wizards on Witheria. While these knots don't release Haki, they do follow the same technology and release wind when untied instead. But the important part here is who's showing this technology to Nami. His name is Herodis, and he's actually from a sky island called Burka. You know who's also from that same sky island? Enel, and he's actually the one that ended up destroying it. Now, why did Enel fly to the moon in the first place? Because of the research he did back on his home island. When Enel arrives on the moon, he ends up finding an ancient city filled with unknown technology. Enel then goes on to learn that this city on the moon actually shares the same name as his homeland. It's also called Burka, and the people that lived on the moon eventually ended up coming down to Earth and settling in the Sky Islands and making a city with the same name. The Burka on the moon was a city filled with automatons and robots. And what exactly is Emmet? A giant frickin' robot. So my theory is that Emmet was actually created by scientists on the moon. And clearly, Joy Boy collaborated with those scientists to find a way to imbue his own Haki into a knot and place it inside Emmet. Eventually, that technology made its way through the ages until Herodis used it to create wind knots. And that's how Oda takes a simple concept like a knot in a rope and turns it into the craziest backstory and lore drop imaginable.